Would you rather come across a random man or a random bear in the woods? Starting with you, go ahead.
Can you come back to me? I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back. Go ahead.
A man.
Man?
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
No. Guys, let people answer. Don't try to force them. Go ahead.
No, I give a man.
Wait, hold on. Did somebody pressure you?
No, I don't get pressured. I have my own thoughts.
You were thinking about the...
I was just going to say, a bear, this is going to sound crazy, but if I'm in the woods and then a bear approaches me and I did not have time to research a bear.
Wait.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200.
Yo, thank you, Good One. Appreciate
Songbird,
it.
feminism has failed you. Your lies to yourself are failing you. The patriarchy stands ready to help. Submit and be saved from your irrational thoughts. Be better.
Okay, thank you, Grid 1 Motorsports, man. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you, man. You were saying?
Let's say that men can be pretty unpredictable. I'll give you that. But I choose men. I would rather be in the woods with the man.
A man.
A man.
Man.
A man. I'm still on the fence about it just because I've
had
pick.
instant.
I'm gonna say bear.
Say bear. Rachel, what about you?
Oh, a man.
Okay.
There's an article on my Substack where I go over the last 45 years of data about men and whether or not the primary risk to women is men, and it's absolutely not. Like, unequivocally, not even close. Your husband or the man in your life poses like far less risk to you than you've been led to believe by propaganda.
What was the largest risk?
The riskiest situation for a woman is to be in a cohabitation situation with a guy that she's sleeping with.
Wow.
Whereas far and away the safest is to be living with your married husband and children, like by a factor of 12 times. And it was a major talking point of feminism in the 60s and 70s that men are these abusers, they're alcoholics, they're going to beat you, and so you have to be able to leave and you have to be able to cohabitate, or you have to just be able to remain unattached so that you can get away if he turns out to be a bad guy. But it turns out that when you take the primary person out of your life who has an interest in providing for you and protecting you, you actually put yourself at much greater risk, and you end up with the kind of guys who are going to pump you and dump you and be bad to you and treat you like garbage because they have no vested interest in long-term what's your best interest. So, like, the data's super overwhelming on it.
Why do you pick bear? Just curious.
I've just been through like a lot of things with men. I was assaulted as a kid, and a couple of my first experiences in like sexually was also that, but like in high school. So I just feel like I don't know. I'd rather be mauled than go through that again. But that's just based off my experiences, not just based off of statistics.
But okay, keep in mind, this is a random man or a random bear. So the random man could be, the overwhelmingly likely to either leave you alone or be helpful in some sort of woods situation.
But I'm like, why are we both standing in the middle of the woods? Like,
I think you're overthinking the scenario a little bit, but
in the middle of nowhere in the woods, you're probably a serial unaliver.
No way, serial unaliver.
Hold on.
Well, you're not going to
Then
find
why
no
are you in the
victims
middle of
out
the
in
woods?
Yeah, the man's going to be in the
Maybe
woods
they want
because he's
vacation.
hunting
Maybe
or
he did too.
hiking or doing bro stuff.
well, here's the scenario though. So it's like a random man. So of the entire U.S. population, you're just plucking a random man out of it. So you can't even think of what are the motivations for him being there. It's like both of you just get plucked into the woods. But you are coming across, so you will come across a random man or a random bear. You will get into contact.
I'm just still.
So if you were to like roll the dice and you just randomly get put into a situation with a random man, what do you think is like the chance of any given man, a random man, wanting to harm you in some way, wanting to assault you in some way?
So if Jeffrey Dahmer was in the woods versus the bear, what would you rather?
No. The question is what, like, okay, what's the population of the U.S.? Over 300 million, 150?
Yeah.
So it's
So
like
you're
150.
You're basically saying that you statistically think that there's a more chance that the man is going to be wicked and evil towards you.
I'm not even thinking statistically. I'm thinking personally. Like,
Well,
I'm
okay,
thinking
but
based off of-
sure, but it's a random man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I was also thinking I could probably outrun a guy. I cannot outrun a bear, especially in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think
no
I could
way.
outrun either.
You're all
Okay, well, that being said, a bear, we know for sure, will, if we get too close, is gonna cause harm.
Let me ask you a different question.
Yeah.
Would you rather let's say you see a man at a campfire and then you see like a bear at a campsite who's like ruffling through some like food or something. Who would you rather go up and pat on the head 3 times?
Well,
The man or the bear?
Obviously the man.
Okay. Here's a different scenario. You're on the top floor of a burning building.
I'm so glad I'm not dating donated
Hey, good to see you, dude.
$200.
It's been a while.
If my wife was
Thank you,
hiking
man.
through the woods, alone, she's 5'4" plus 110 pounds, say I wasn't present, I would rather her come across another random man rather than a bear 100% of the time. Irrational.
Thank you. I'm so glad I'm not dating. Good to see you back in the chat, dude. Okay, here's the other scenario. You're on the top floor of a burning building for an appointment. You don't work there, so you don't know like the people in the building, whatever. Top floor of a burning building. The stairs burning. There's 2 elevators, top floor. There's a man in one of the elevators and a bear in the other elevator. And you're trying to get to the bottom. Which elevator do you go into? The one with the random man or the one with the bear?
Well, I feel like the answer is obvious, the one with the man in it, because
Okay.
we're both trying to escape something.
Okay. Good times. All right, well, there it is. I feel like I need to ask that question, like, show of hands, because I feel like some of you would have said bear.
I thought about it.
I think some of you would have said bear, but then she said, man, look at that. Good for you.
I'm reasonable here.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
reasonable. Okay, there you go. That's good. That's good.